have here is a mock-up for the Arduino reversing controller circuit. We've got the full-size Arduino here and a mini here, which will be the one that I eventually use for the end product, just because it's a cheaper unit. But basically they're doing the same function. I've just wired it up temporarily for the moment. I've got a couple of little micro switches here and some LEDs to show that it's working. The circuit has been programmed in via the software on the screen there, and I've got it operating these 5-volt relays. So effectively what happens is when I push the forward button, which is the one on the right here, the first relay will come on, which connects the contactor, and then the second relay comes on a brief moment after, which connects the throttle. So you can't have the throttle going while the contactor is open. So the contactor closes, then the throttle is available. Same in reverse, but on the opposite side. So when you push the reverse button, the contactor on the reverse side closes, and then the throttle becomes available. So these 5-volt relays they operate on 5-volt, but they will handle 12-volt through them. So 12 volts from here will then operate the contactor, which is these hefty items here. So one of these is forward and one is reverse, and they operate on 12 volts but allow the full 170 odd volts through them to run the motor. So, oops, dropping my book there. So at the moment I'm using these micro switches to simulate the switching from forward to reverse, but in reality I'll actually use these switches. So one direction will be forward, the other will be reverse. The middle choice won't be active, it'll just be another safeguard so that you can't have forward and reverse on at the same time. That's pretty much it. I do have to wire in a 12-volt power supply, because obviously at the moment I'm running it off the USB, but I won't have USB in the car, so I will need to wire in this 12-volt power supply to operate the whole system. And I will run a safety cover over the switch, but only for Carnicross, where we don't generally use reverse. In Motorcarna I'll remove that because you need to be able to get to the switch quickly and easily. So that's about it. I'll catch you later on.